In this video, we are going to take a look at quickly getting started with using the sequencer, and then in future videos, we're going to dive much deeper into the different aspects and features that the sequencer offers. So if you open up a new session of Voltage Modular and drop Gate Nouveau in, you'll get something that looks like this. Now I'll do a little bit more of a layout tour here in a second, but I want to show you three parts of the sequencer to get you going. So the first part here is there's a row of buttons going along the top of the sequencer here. You can see they have numbers above them, 1 through 16 in gold. When you click on one of these buttons, what you're doing is you are selecting the track. Once you have a track selected, then this grid of 64 buttons down below it will be your grid of steps that you can sequence. You can click on these to enable them. We'll talk a lot more about step editing in the future. I'm going to leave that there for now. Now, once you have a sequence of steps that you have created, you can then route that as a gate output to the module that you want to trigger. So over here on the right of the module, you can see there's an output bank. And you can see going along here that they are numbered 1 through 8 in this first column and 1 through 16 in the second column. There are 2 outputs for each track. We'll talk more about what this means in a second, but for now you can take the step jack and you can connect it to a trigger in on some other module that you have. In this case, you can see I'm using the 808 Hz module. And then lastly, I'm going to route the output, the audio out of that module into the output on VM so we can hear it. Yeah, and so there you can hear as the cursor, which is this white moving piece here, as the cursor goes through each of these steps, it sends a trigger out. So that's the basic idea. If you want to stop at any point, you can click on this play button and then click it again to get going. And if you ever want to make the cursor go back to the start, you can hit reset. All right, so there's enough there to get you going. Let's dive into the various aspects of how this module is laid out and what exactly step editing looks like in future videos.